In this video, I'm gonna teach you about the list in Python. List is very powerful data structure in Python. In the list, we can store multiple values of different data types. And list uses indexes, so every value in the list would have a unique number. That number is called index, and index starts from 0. So let's define a list. Over here I'm gonna say my list equal to, and the syntax of list is opening and closing square brackets. Inside the square brackets you can write your values. So let's define a few strings and numbers. So I'm gonna say Ali, Parker, Imran, Smith, and we can store numbers, and we can also store numbers with decimal point, 25.5, and we can also store booleans. I'm gonna store true. Now let's print the list, print statement, and my list. Now if we run our program, we will get all the list values on the screen. So let's go ahead and run the program, and we get all the values of the list. You can also display specific index values. So you know the index starts from 0. So Ali would have an index 0, Parker would have an index 1, Imran would have an index 2, Smith would have an index 3, and so on. Now I want to display only Parker, so I can display Parker, square brackets, and inside the square brackets I'm gonna pass 1. So the index of Parker is 1. Now if we run our program, we will get only Parker. Let's go ahead and see the result, and we get only Parker. You can also display indexes in the reverse order. So in the reverse order, index starts from -1, not from -0. So now let's change to -1, and now let's go ahead and run the program. This time we will get true, and we get true. So true is our last index of the list, and in the reverse order, index starts from -1. We can also change any index value. So now I'm gonna change Imran to Zia. So after the list, I'm gonna say my list, square brackets, and the index of Imran is 2. So I'm gonna pass 2 equal to, and I'm gonna say Zia. Now let's print the 2 index, and now if we run our program, we will get Zia, and we got Zia. So we can also change any index value of the list. We can also display list indexes in some range. So now I'm gonna set one range. So let's get rid of 2. I'm gonna start from 0, colon, and I wanna display up to 3 index. So if we run our program, we will get values from Ali up to Imran. So let's go ahead and run the program, and we get values from Ali up to Imran. And remember, this range starts from 0 index and ends on 2 index, not on 3. So list range starts from your first index, in this case we have 0, and ends before 1 index from your up to value. So over here we have 3, and it ends on 2. So I hope you understood. If you have any queries, let me know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.